Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's Oracle Tarot combo, we're going to be using the Wild Child Oracle deck. We're asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages that we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, our highest path forward, and our highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope that these messages find you well. So let's take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio, which is roughly around here. Should you feel called to check in on the energy that you find in the collective read, such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to tap in to the energy that happens to be very specific, very unique to your own set of circumstances, I invite you to take a look at the tarot services menu, which you can access through the Linktree link in my bio. There you can select among the options that best suits your needs, and as well as the method of payment. And once you do that, then we can explore that energy together. Also, in the link in my bio, there's another one that says Instagram. If you click on it, you'll either be given the option to go to Instagram, or you can head to YouTube, or if you're feeling adventurous, hit up both. I am trying to grow my presence on both those platforms, so any likes, follows, shares, subscribes greatly helps my visibility through those algorithms, as well as it enables me to know which of the content you find most enjoyable, so that more of it can be created. And finally, it allows us an opportunity that should something happen to TikTok, heaven forbid, we still have a way to interact. And, we'll always have Paris, as the saying does go. But for now, let's turn our attention and focus back over to the Oracle, where we join Spirit and the messages for today. All right, so it looks like we have, okay, I think that would be our last one. We have a few messages from Spirit. Let's see what popped out. Okay, so popping up, I believe this was the first one, Labyrinth. Ooh. Labyrinth. We're reading this right side up. There you go. So Labyrinth talks about a maze or a puzzle, right? So oftentimes it is an enigma. It's a mystery. You have to go through it. And I feel like we have definitely gone through it. I feel like so is this journey that we have been on, right? What's interesting is at the center of the labyrinth is a star. I feel like this is you. What you're going to find when you get to the heart of your journey is your reflection. It is you, all grown up and leveled up, right? That was the prize all this time. The challenge now with Weave is to integrate the elements of shadow and light. I feel like along this journey, since we have been doing much healing, we have discovered parts of ourselves that kept us alive, but parts of us that maybe we feel we don't often want to share with others. Parts of us that, people may judge us if they were to learn what we've been through. It may cause us guilt or shame for our actions, or for having been the victim of someone else, right? I want you to understand that we don't choose often what happens to us. So as far as guilt or shame, it's about learning to live with yourself, learning that you did the best that you can do under the circumstances. And it is because of that shadow self that you survived. So you're still here. Keep that in mind. Show yourself love and grace. And also, if you can find it in your heart to forgive those who hurt you, I say this not for the people that did hurt you, but for yourself. Let go of the things that would be corrosive to you on the inside. Holding on to something like that, it's only going to continue to poison you, not the people that hurt you, right? Karma will take care of them. The universe does not miss anything. And they will reap what they have sown. Rainbow. So perhaps this has a LGBTQ component to it. Perhaps it is just understanding that we are multifaceted, right? We have so many different parts of ourselves and we see ourselves differently as well. You know, as the light passes through us, it highlights different skill sets that we have, different parts of our lives. And so we recognize that we're not just black and white. We have a wide range of color and, you know, diversity. Remember what I said about treating yourself with kindness, gentleness came out as well, as if to highlight and reinforce that idea. Crossroads. You may now be at a crossroads, right? You may now be at a point in your life where you have to make a decision. So take all that you have learned and let's apply that knowledge moving forward. But as I normally say as well, leave behind the trauma. No need to continue to victimize yourself. You already went through all of that. You don't need to carry that with you forward into your new life. Leave the pain and hurt at the door. Just remember the experience so that way we don't have to experience that again. Cocoon stage and watch yourself blossom and grow. In this next stage of your life, you have earned your wings, so use them. See the bigger picture, soar above that which kept you, stuck. Inner garden. Didn't we just talk about blooming? Yeah. I feel like you have become this inner garden, right? Filled with beautiful and flowering plants here. It's because you've already been through your desolate times. You've already been through the desert, right? And now that you're no longer dependent on other people watering your garden, you realize that you can water your own garden. You can give love to yourself. You can validate yourself. You don't need anyone else to do that. Now, idleness. Interesting. I feel like again, this is kind of like a nod to the fact that it's been a long road. I don't really feel like you have had much idleness there. I feel at times the challenge is when we don't see immediate results, we think that nothing is happening. But we have to remember, evolution and growth, ascension is a long journey. It takes time. It takes time to learn the lessons and even longer bits of time to integrate those. So again, give yourself gentleness. Give yourself grace. Let's turn our attention and focus now to the tarot. For today's tarot journey, we're going to be using the Supernatural deck. We're going to be joining the Winchesters on the hunt to find clarity, to find guidance, to find ourselves. All right. Just remember that driver picks the music and shotgun shuts his pie hole, right? A little nod to the show, huh? Angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good, purpose, and path. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May these messages help us to receive, may they help us to reach our highest timeline, highest path forward, highest version of self. Bit of a stumble on that. I got distracted. I had a notification coming in. Maybe that might also play out in our tarot journey for this evening. We may find that someone's going to be trying to communicate with us. Someone might be trying to get your attention. Card's not really wanting to give up a whole lot. Kind of being a little secretive. What else? Yeah, about the message. Let's move on, shall we? Our starting energy is the Empress. Divine Feminine. Secular Divine Feminine. Okay, so what do we know about our Empress? Our Empress is a master manifester. She is calling into reality that which she most desires. The only thing is, with the Empress, her superpower, there is a cost. Just like when we use, like, when you would use magic in, say, like a game. Anytime you use magic, there's a cost associated, right? Her cost is that, number one, it is very powerful. She does get what she wants, but it takes a while for it to come in. So once she expends that energy, she basically just has to sit around and wait. I say sit around and wait. That's kind of like a bad thing. Not necessarily. She has to be patient, right? Waiting implies we're doing nothing else in the meantime. No, we go about our business, we live our life. But patience. Patience is required here, right? But the universe takes the calling and the directions of the Divine Feminine, especially at Empress, very seriously. Queen of Wands energy. So we have Queen of Wands is definitely a nod towards the manifesting, but is someone who's very attractive, alluring, someone whose energy is just very magnetic. Think moths to a flame, right? Ace of Cups. So this Empress is definitely manifesting this brand new start when it comes to love. And let me tell you, she's hella attractive right now. The World card, and she's going to get it. This is the energy of driving off really into the sunset. So I really feel like Spirit's like, it's on its way. That love, it's on its way to you. Seven of Pentacles. This is something that has taken a long time to whip up here. But again, the World card, the Chariot card. Look, it has taken a long time. The order has been completed. It's taken time to process. Now we're in the shipping component. It's on its way. It's out for delivery, right? Nine of Cups. Did somebody order a wish fulfillment? Because like I said, I'm a little afraid for how much this thing weighs, because that poor Amazon driver is going to have a few choice words for this Empress, huh? Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new beginning. This is creativity. This is a new start. I'm hearing, even a new life. Nine of Pentacles. So we have two aces. Very interesting. This is a very interesting read so far. It's like everything is almost doubled here. We have the Empress and the Queen of Wands, which is like a double reinforcement of the manifesting, right? We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, which is like a double reinforcement on the love aspect. We have the World card and the Chariot card. So the World card talks about completion, and the Chariot card talks about success. But what's very interesting in this deck is the fact that it's the car in both. One of them is riding off into the sunset, and the other one is riding towards. And then we also have the idea of the Seven of Pentacles. So this is the only thing so far that hasn't really been doubled. But check this out too. We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. The Nine of Pentacles is abundance. It's self-worth. It's realizing one's own value, right? So I feel like the reason why this new passionate love is coming in, it's because you, Divine Feminine, have ignited the passions within yourself. You are, you are the one that's bringing all of this about. Page of Pentacles. So this is a communicator card. Pages are communicator cards. They also represent, they can represent scholastic activity, particularly this one, right? I feel like you have definitely learned the lessons of self-worth. I really feel like that's what it's explaining here. The Hierophant, and the divine sees this. The divine sees this. And because you have leveled up, because you have attained that level, that mastered that level, this is why you're receiving your reward. Death card. You went through a major transition here. Very interesting. In this particular one, we're getting like double message, like confirmation. So yes, this is the Death card, okay? The divine. This is going to the next level. This is transforming. But death and like the side, right? Interesting. Interesting. The Hermit. Okay, so I feel like you have gone within. Again, this is another reference to acquiring knowledge. This is going within. This is finding and discovering your truth and or your purpose. I feel like the divine is showing you this. Eight of Cups. You had to leave some things behind. But in as much as you left stuff behind, you're also walking into your destiny. I've got the Lovers, and I've got the Four of Cups. So the Lovers talks about, because of walking away from what no longer served you, now the divine is bringing to you this love connection, this partnership. And with the Four of Cups, this is something that has been on your mind. Something that, it's like the missing component for you. You've been waiting for this in order to feel whole, complete. Interesting. The Fools. Okay, so taking a leap of faith, but not just one, both of you are, right? Possible LGBTQ plus, because, you know, both the Fools are guys, so it could be masculine energy, could be feminine energy, you know, but I feel like they're both ready to take this leap of faith now. I feel like both of you have been prepared. And with the Six of Wands now, there is success, right? Page of Swords. So this could be spying, right? This could be, the pages are messenger cards. The Swords, truth, clarity, communication, okay? It is a bit from a distance, though. It kind of looks like someone might have been keeping tabs a little bit. But it's also about research. Both of these, again, double messages, huh? So the Page of Swords definitely represents, like, you know, the raw element of thought, analysis. And, okay, so Ash, if you know him, he's a smarty pants. And he definitely represents, like, he does his homework. He figures stuff out to help his friends win the battles, right? So research. Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody has really done their homework when it comes to offering this cup of love to you. And I feel like they're prepared to move forward. Five of Cups. I feel like they have had, and now we have 5 and 5 on the board as well. I feel like they've had enough of sitting on the sidelines and waiting, because it kind of gives that they are disappointed. So disappointment, regret. Something's not over, but it's like they were prematurely mourning the loss, or they thought themselves not worthy of this for the longest time. But I feel like that attitude is changing. The Hanged Man, yeah, they've changed their perspective. They've shifted their perspective, and I feel like now they're ready to fight for this. The Wheel of Fortune, the lucky rabbit's foot, or the cursed rabbit's foot, as it was here, you know. So I feel like time is finally releasing this blockage to allow this to come forward. Justice. This is all in divine timing. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, kind of Sagittarius energy. It's that concept of Jupiter. The Hermit, we're talking about Virgo. Death, Scorpio. Taurus is out here with the Hierophant. And Justice is Libra. So we've got a lot of different energies on the board. Perhaps a lot of different placements here. 10 of Cups. Oh, and I forgot Gemini, the Lovers, right? So, but that can also be about a choice too. Choosing to no longer be in apathy, but ready now to take a leap of faith. I forgot to make that connection. I kind of just reminded about that. So, okay, 10 of Cups. Now somebody sees their total emotional happiness and they're ready to pursue it. Not only that, but I feel like the divine is allowing for this. The scales are finally balanced such that you can go for this. Reach for the stars, as it were. Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new start. Another ace. But this time, what you've conceived in your heart, in your mind, okay? Now it's coming into the reality, into fruition. It's coming into the 3D. Ace of Swords, too. It is truly coming in. Clarity. So we're getting thought. We're getting a new start in our reality. And we're getting truth and communication. So I feel like someone is going to be communicating their truth here. And they're going to say, look, it's time we get this started. And here's how I feel. 10 of Pentacles. It's so interesting that we have all of the aces on the board. So that's 11-11. And we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles sandwiching two of those aces. I feel like there's heavy, like, okay, so the 10 of Pentacles is the house, the spouse, the kid, the car, everything you could ever ask for or desire. Queen of Pentacles, feminine, earth sign energy. So someone is ready to make this divine feminine, this empress, their wife, or, you know, ready to have them as part of their life. This is someone who's very nurturing, kind, caring, compassionate. I feel like they have been comparing this divine feminine to all of the other queens that they have been involved with. But they knew from the very start, just as we did, that this queen is indeed the Empress. 10 of Wands. So there is a tremendous amount of passion here, but there's also this bit of worry and anxiety, or just a sense of being overly burdened and ready to just move on, ready to do something different. King of Cups. I feel like this divine masculine has been wrestling with his heart, has been allowing his heart to open. I feel like that's what this journey's been about. It's been about getting the divine masculine to realize that he's worthy of love. Something that I feel like he gave up on a long time ago. But you, dear divine feminine, you, my empress, you have nourished and nurtured this man's heart back to life. Keep in mind, we're talking about energy, not gender, okay? And now this divine masculine, King of Swords, he needs to tell you how he feels. He has a confession of love for you. I feel like you're about to see the fruits of your labor. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is saying two things. This has been a work in progress, but this is also gonna work. It was always meant to. May your manifestations burn bigger and brighter than you can possibly ask or imagine. May they come in much sooner than you expect. I suspect they're on their way, you know. And may your soul contain all of the peace, love, and light that it can hold. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.